Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. Joe's Montvale is brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics. What's up, everyone? Jay Cook here for JerseySportsZone.com in Montvale. It's an electric atmosphere up here in Bergen County. St. Joe's and Don Bosco battling for a spot in the state finals at MetLife Stadium. These two teams last met on October 19th. Bosco scored a 35-14 win. That game sent these two teams on opposing trajectories. Bosco went on to reel off 4 straight wins. St. Joe's ended up losing 2 straight. Both of those happened for the first time since 2015. You could tell from the start this was going to be a defensive battle. Frankie Monte comes off the edge with a vicious sack. Ouch! That's a big-time play. Don Bosco Prep giving it right back to St. Joe's. Michael Alimo handling the high snap. Colin Ramos gets the sack. We've got a 0-0 game through 1 quarter. Don Bosco's defense was stellar. This is a hungry team. Michael Courtney forces the fumble. Arsene Giles, the birthday boy, scoops it up and scores. Giles goes for 40 yards, and the Ironmen take a 7-0 lead. 9:36 left in the first half. Next drive for St. Joe's. Don Bosco Prep takes it away again. Constantino Borelli steps in front of Alimo for the INT. Another takeaway for Bosco. The Ironmen, however, can't convert the turnover into points. Last offensive play of the first half, Don Bosco Prep continues to ramp up the pressure. Jameer Green gets in there for the sack. Don Bosco playing lights out, leading Joe's 7-0 going into halftime. Midway through the third, Bosco backed up all the way to their own 1, trying to get out, but they can't. The Joe's defense buckles down. This play would be reviewed and stands. It's a safety. Joe's showing some life. It's a 7-2 ball game midway through 3. Joe's goes right back on offense, and we're going to pause the tape right here. We're going to highlight Gino Vandemark, a 2021 offensive lineman. Vandemark delivers a massive block, flattens his man out. Alimo hits Albert Serrano for 16 yards in a first. But again, the St. Joe's offense would stall out. Jameer Green breaks through once more and sacks Alimo again. Bosco back on offense after a subsequent punt on this drive. Fourth quarter, Don Bosco's offense flashes big time. Jalen Berger opens it up with a 52-yard carry, and they go back to him on the screen for 15 yards. Berger is jacked up. You gotta love the intensity. But this Ironman drive stalls, so Bosco goes to Justin Frey, who knocks it through from 25 yards out. With 6:28 left in the fourth quarter, it's Don Bosco with a 10-2 lead. So Joe's now down 8 points. They need a big-time drive to tie this game late. It doesn't start well. Cam Lendhart teams up for the sack here. Only 2 minutes, 52 seconds left. But Michael Alimo will lock down in crunch time. Here he hits Nuri Robinson streaking over the middle, and he picks up big yards. That's a 26-yard gain as Joe's inches close to midfield around the 2-minute mark. And then comes the biggest play of the day. 4th and 6 for Joe's. Alimo pressured, sends it downfield. Albert Serrano, he's gone! Alimo to Serrano for 50 yards. The St. Joe's stands explode with cheers, making it a 2-point game. But the Green Knights need a 2-point conversion to tie. They call a run to Audric Estime. St. Joe's is stuffed. Claudie Robinson in there with a whole host of tacklers to get the stop. What a play by Bosco. St. Joe's with one last-ditch effort here on the onside kick. But Don Bosco Prep is all over it. The recovery from Caden Dana is going to put the kibosh on any Green Knights comeback. The Ironmen deliver a signature defensive performance on the big stage as they move on to the non-public Group 4 championship. 10-8 is the final. Bosco has now won 5 straight games, one of the longest streaks they've had in the last decade. Their defensive unit hasn't allowed more than 14 points over that 5-game run. By all accounts, the Ironmen know they're playing at a championship level.
Coach Sabella, he's just making us work harder and harder every time. So when we first came out, the seeds came out, we felt real disrespected. We knew we had to show a few teams what we got.
We just played tough. We had a rough start to the season, but nobody gave up. We just kept fighting, kept fighting. We worked. We got better each week, and today we showed how really tough we are.
Being around these kids in the spring and getting to know them over the summer, we really felt like we had a heck of a football team here. And it takes a little time to gel sometimes and to figure identity out a little bit and come together as a team. But we feel like we hit it at the right time.
Don Bosco will face top-seeded St. Peter's Prep in the non-public Group 4 championship game at MetLife Stadium Saturday, November 30th, 7:05 p.m. Jersey Sports Zone will be there with full highlights and coverage. Reporting from Montvale, I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com.